to be able to identify it when we are searching for those courses.
Stephen Rapp, Metro Science Council. I've got two questions real quick. You kind of answered the first one, and that was, when we say tagging, this means strictly putting the text of the course title adding the SLDN, not the flags at, like the right component flag as well, right?
Yes.
Okay. Also, as you're aware, the course schedule just came out for the spring 2011, so it might be a little short notice to do. Then, is there an estimated timeline or saying that, because there's been, one, this is done before, or more sets, by 2008, is there an estimated timeline as to when you expect this to happen?
I mean, ideally, it would be the next course schedule that would be released. I don't think that's out of the question, just because it does take, I mean, it's not that far away. I mean, it gives us time over the summer to do it as well. So that would be ideal. I don't know if a specific time frame would want to be written in, but right now, as it is, it would just be presented, and hopefully the next course schedule will be picked up.
Hi, Annette with the Student Association for the School of Information. 3 of our courses were listed on the on your previous PowerPoint slide, and so my question is, on our website where we list our courses, are you going to require the School of Information, IT department, or staff members to tag those as well within our pages, or will this only be something that's tagged within the course catalog, and we're just simply saying that we agree with the concept?
Only within the course schedule, just because we want it to be able to be searchable.
Okay.
As far as identifying on your own terms, that would be something up to y'all's discretion. If it was helpful to your students, I mean, of course we would want that, but right now we're just dealing with the course schedule, because that's how the students are mainly finding the courses.
Okay, thank you.
I'm really sure. Sorry. And so, like, first, like, I know it's all great to have, like, SL labeled after it, like, requesting and everything, but then the purpose is, like, you might want to advertise, perhaps, maybe, like, what service learning is, because, like, I don't know what service learning was before you described it. And so, like, I'm sure, like, it's good for it to be out there, but, like, I think people need to, like, know what it is first.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, one of our other initiatives is to come up with a group that's actually going to be called Students for Service Learning. And so that's one way we're going to actually publicize it, and we're actually going to have a kind of like a service learning fair next semester to publicize it as well.
Okay. So like on that note, my second question was, since like you're increasing awareness for like service, like community service, integration of community service and like curriculum academic courses. So like, is there like perhaps some possibility for this to be a flag, like a writing flag, perhaps that's mandatory within the course?
I mean, in the future, that would be great. I mean, we love service learning, so we want it to be part of all of the curriculum as a requirement, but not right now. I mean, this is really just a way for students to identify where the courses are, not make it a requirement.
So like, how many courses do you think should have this?
Right now we have about, I believe the number is 42. According to the VSLC website, it's 42. But we're hoping that as we go on throughout the years, that more and more of these will come on, and that way it will become a for every major. So right now there's 42.
So that they're basically set in stone. So like, I guess like the group of people in charge of like labeling courses as SL would have a criteria.
There's a criteria list already like set upon to what is service learning and what's not.
Okay.
So they would have to follow that criteria.
And that criteria list is available on the VSLC website if any of y'all wanted to see it, so you know what a service learning course is. But that is already laid out, so we wouldn't be re-identifying any courses.
Chelsea Townsend, President of Social Work.
Oh, I'm so sorry, I meant to stop you. Is there a motion to extend Q&A?
Motion to extend.
For how many minutes?
5 minutes.
5. Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's nice to meet you. Go ahead.
So my question is really simple. I'm just wondering if there's somewhere going to be an explanation of what SL would stand for, because I know I've had trouble understanding some of the acronyms they use on there as well. So.
In one of our resolve statements, we did say we want the university to announce the changes. As far as identifying it on the course schedule, I think that would be like maybe a requirement, because when they do writing, like tagging on the end when it's WR, it like says within the course description, like writing component is fulfilled by this course or whatever. So I think that might be something covered by it, but I mean we can definitely check and make sure. Because I think you're right that it should be. think it's just associated with the actual curriculum, like, it's not really like community, so it's like a part of the curriculum, so you're really just getting course credit for it, not volunteer credit. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I think it probably could.
Any other questions?
My name is Louis Armendariz. I'm just a student. I know.
Just a student.
You know, the service learning classes, are they offered in the summer as well?
Yeah, main
Some of them
lectures,
are,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
some of them are, yeah.
The only reason I say that is because there's already a suffix next to some of those summer courses that say, like, I don't know, Math 302S. So I don't know if it may get confusing if you see Math 302S, SL, you know what I mean? So I don't know if maybe just, it would be possible to get like a legend at the top of the course schedule or something.
Yeah,
If that may be.
I think that could be possible.
That makes sense, Council. So can you, I guess, clarify what the tag is? I was under the impression that the tag is with the Math 302 intro algebra, whatever, and then dash SL. Is that the case, or is it going to be Math 302 SL as you previously
I
said?
would love to see a Math 302 service on.
I mean, just as you see it now with the writing component, it just says WR at the end. So I think it would go at the full end of the title of the course.
Right, so
There would be
the
like-
course number wouldn't change necessarily.
No.
It's just a title.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, seeing none, take us back to your councils and then we'll vote in 2 weeks. Thank you. Okay, moving on to agency reports. Get excited for the Analecta update. Take it, Carissa.
So, breaking news with Analecta, y'all. This is super exciting. This is more of an incentive of why you should write for Analecta, why you should buy them, because one of the people that writes in Analecta this year or next year could be famous. Wes Anderson, we actually spotted one of his articles in an Analecta. They just launched a new blog, which is their new blog, and then turns out that one of their former Analecta staff members just happened to stumble across their blog, which is really weird because it just was posted up yesterday, and she happens to work for the Huffington Post, and she decided to write an article about Analecta and how Wes Anderson kind of got his start there, because apparently one of the stories that he wrote in the Analecta is now one of the movies that he's produced. So here are the Analectas that have their Wes Anderson, and then also, I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to tell you all this, so I'm not going to, but yeah, but there are other famous people that have gone to UT that have written in Analectas as well. So I'm just going to put these in the back, and if you happen to find it, like I didn't tell you, but I think they're going to post it up on their blog. So keep your eye on that blog, y'all, because you'll hear about a bunch of other famous people that have written in Analecta. So get excited, kind of transitioning into that. Definitely decide to write for Analecta if you want, and definitely buy one when you have to register for classes. So that's a little bit from Analecta. It's exciting.
It's exciting. So unfortunately, Adam could not make it. He's ill. But I hear that facilitator applications are available, and you can see them for details. Carissa, undergraduate research.
URJ also has extra journals available if you wanted to pass them out to your councils. There is an email in the agenda, texasurj@gmail.com. So if you're interested in passing those out at council or just kind of finding out more about what they do, promoting more people in your college to write for them, and that would be an awesome way to showcase them. And then Jing Shin is going to speak on behalf of Isaac.
Yeah, alert to the week.
Right. You know about Isaac, you took a resolution that passed Isaac into the Senate as an agency, but people keep on asking me, oh, can I get study abroad opportunities with Isaac? So that is a question that I'm going to address today so that you all can tell your members of your respective councils if they do ask questions about